Okay, so symptoms of anxiety versus symptoms of a heart attack. I've always found it quite a cruel twist of nature. The symptoms of severe anxiety are close enough to the symptoms of a heart attack to cause some confusion, but there are some significant differences. So the similarities would be both can cause chest discomfort, both can cause shortness of breath, both can cause a sensation of impending doom, and both can cause changes to the skin, like you can become clammy or sweaty. Now, the key differences are in anxiety, a panic attack. Generally, it's going to cause sharp, fleeting pains. It's going to cause a feeling of air hunger, but this is more brought about by hyperventilation. So you're going to be breathing more rapidly, you're going to be in a sympathetic nervous system state, you're going to be quiet, breathing up here, in a state of fear. Those of you with anxiety will understand what I'm talking about. Anxiety can also bring about sensory changes, tingling, pins and needles to the hands and to the face, which is quite common with anxiety. With a heart attack, a classic heart attack, you're looking at a central or slightly to the left heavy crushing chest pain that's sort of deep within. Now, classically, this is described as spreading down the left arm up into the jaw, but you can also get back pain. You can also get this epigastric kind of pain. It can present differently, but generally there will be this persistent, heavy pain that is not affected by your breathing. You're going to be short of breath because your muscles and the heart is screaming for oxygen because there's a blockage. It's a very different sensation. There's going to be sweatiness, there's going to be clamminess, there may also be nausea, those sort of feelings. Now, the key differences are with anxiety, it tends to come in waves. It will peak after about 10 or 15 minutes and then fade out. The whole episode of a severe panic attack generally kind of is within this half an hour range. A heart attack, it's not going to go away. The heaviness in the chest, the shortness of breath, those symptoms are not going to get better with time. Also, another key difference is you can control anxiety with breathing techniques, specific breathing techniques. If you slow your breathing and breathe deeply into the abdomen and out slowly, extending that out breath using reassuring language. These are all self-help tools that I teach. The very act of deep breathing, extending the out breath, breathing slowly, telling yourself reassuring, relaxing mantras, that is going to settle anxiety down if you stick with it. Now, I understand completely that in the midst of a panic attack or an anxiety attack, taking 6 to 10 deep conscious breaths is very difficult, because you'll be there like, it's not working, the deep breaths aren't working. But you need to stick with it for 6 to 10 breaths. It's going to send a physiological message down your vagal nerves that is going to settle everything down, and you will begin to relax. With a heart attack, with a genuine cardiac condition, that's not going to happen if you're having a myocardial infarction. On a pain level, the anxiety pain can tend to be quite sharp, pinpoint or focused. It can be improved by movement, improved by breathing. Movement, breathing, grounding, it passes with time. Can be very distressing, obviously, but it's not life-threatening. Anxiety is not going to cause your heart to stop. It's not going to cause you to die, even though it feels that way at times. I do get that. A heart attack is going to be more of a pressure. It's not going to be a sharp pain. It's usually described as a dull, heavy ache that just won't go away. A crushing sense of pain. It's not sharp, it's not pinpoint, it's just a heavy, crushing sense of pain. Anxiety, again, it can be improved with breathing techniques. A heart attack, that shortness of breath, whatever you do with your breathing, it's not going to go away. Anxiety will pass quite quickly, won't feel like it, but it will pass quite relatively quickly, within 10 to 20 minutes. A heart attack is not going to pass within 10 to 20 minutes. So those are the key differences. The caveat to this video is, of course, if you're experiencing chest pain, sudden new onset chest pain, then you need to go to accident and emergency and get that checked out. You do need to take chest pain seriously. But if you have a history of anxiety and this chest pain feels like panic anxiety, like that sharp chest pain that's relieved by breathing, that can be relieved by movement, then I'd seek treatment for the anxiety. If it's central, heavy, crushing chest pain that you can't get any relief from, and it's not affected by your breathing, it's not affected positionally, then you need to go down the cardiac route and get an ambulance or get yourself to hospital rapidly. Your body wants to survive, your body wants to live, and I've always been of the opinion as a medic that your body will let you know if something's seriously wrong. It really will. The body will send you signals and you'll know if something's seriously wrong. So I hope this has been somewhat helpful. I hope it will help you distinguish the differences between anxiety style chest pain and anxiety symptoms, and cardiac style chest pain and cardiac symptoms. My name's Daniel Wellard. I'm a medic and a therapist. I specialise in helping people with the psychological aspects of their physical health. I help people overcome health anxiety. I help people overcome cardiophobia, and I help people with medical conditions to align their thoughts, feelings and behaviours with health so they can move on, trust their bodies and begin to enjoy life and the freedom that comes with that once again. Have a great day. I'll speak to you soon.